Hello everyone. We're going to make this video real quick and we're going to talk about the manifestation of life, setting the intention for your manifestations to attract the love life of your dreams, to manifest your love life into oneness, but also the creation that we can all have with appreciation and gratitude and the intentionality that we set within everything that we do within our divine channel. So there's many different ways that we can create that luck and will it into existence. If we want to see ourselves as sexy and attractive, we have to emanate from that vibration of that and see it within our bloodline to see that we can replace the DNA and the bloodline and our personality and the way that it shapes with the correlation of our belief systems, but following our dharma and seeing the duty within ourselves to be one of the chosen so that we can seek out what our purposeful purpose is to invoke that service to others path within our reality, the appreciation that you have, the authenticity that you can speak towards, but it's living your life with faith in volume. So, faith, not inviting lack, knowing that you're taken care of, the open windows of heaven and the doors of heaven are laid at your feet. When you choose to always be the living, breathing manifestation of everything that you desire, you'll live in a state and understand the master key of generating synchronicities, signs, miracles, and wonders along your path with ideas that are impactful within your reality that generate prosperity. Prosperity is a state of heart, mind, and body, channeling from the soul and the spirit, but also tapping into different brain waves so that we're in that alpha state instead of the beta state. So this means that when we are the alpha and the omega of our reality, this gives us the ability to invoke that and to invite that within our space of energy. Mysticism or magic, whatever we have within ourselves, is alchemy. But we have different degrees of energy that we can channel within the 33 vertebrae of our energies. So this means that the synchronicity key or sacred geometry is seeing that when we know that everything is waking us up to our mission, we'll always see the numbers that we need to see. We'll always pick up on everything that the reality of who we are is trying to pick up on. So, synchronicities, signs from the universe, knowing that you should have got your paycheck a little bit earlier, but it was a little bit late. It wasn't a setback, it was just testing you to see if you're going to react to that. And then you'll see in your life that you were supposed to be there at a specific point in time. And if you were not there, you wouldn't have been able to help that person at the store. Everything has divine timing, it's not linear. We always think that it's linear, but it is not. So I'm here to tell you that when it comes to not letting your bank account define you, not letting your circumstances define you, not letting you get in the way, your ego to get in the way of what your heart desires. This means that like, oh, I can't pick up that weight, I can't lift it. You didn't even try. Oh, I can't, study that new program and follow it through and carry it out. Oh, I'm about to speak in front of a bunch of people. Even though I'm envisioning everybody being in their underwear, I'm still nervous. There's butterflies. I'm not going to say the things that I need to say. I'm not going to be able to do this. That's the deceiver spirit trying to tell you who you are and what you can do at this moment in time to manifest, to generate, to replace the DNA, to not be at fault for your bloodline, and to not fall into the realm of counter intentions. What you can do in this moment is reflect something else because the grand architect of the universe, the grand secret of reality, is that reality is a reflection of you at this point in time. And you have the ability to change it. When you change yourself, you change your circumstances, you change the relationships that you have around you. You change everything because if you're not open to change, inevitably it will crush you. So what it does, it breaks you because you're at your lowest point and you feel as if the denser energies are coming in. so that the lighter energies can come through. This is the balance of the scales. This is the pillars of ascension. This is the winding staircase. This is the way that we map out reality, a deliberate map of creation. People will always try to say that you need something, that you need to do this, that you need to do that, that you can't do this and you can't do that, because you tell everybody your dreams. That's what happens most of the time. You tell everyone your dreams. And guess what? They talk you out of it. They say, no, you can't do it. You're unworthy. You're just like your dad. You're just like everybody else. They want to see you do good. They just don't want you doing better than them. And so what happens with that is that you step out among the rest and you're saying, I'm going to do much better than that. And what's funny is that whenever things arise, a late payment on your credit card, you can't pay your phone bill, you think you're going to get evicted. But what if in that moment you had the power to know yourself? You had the power to really say, I'm not getting evicted. I will pay my phone bill. I will pay my credit card. I always know that the universe has me in the palm of its hand and I can work through this. I can work through this and everything's going to work out. And I'm going to come out on top no matter how many times I get knocked down. It's just like Rocky when he's fighting Apollo Creed. He's getting a tar kicked out of him. He's getting uh, the brakes beaten off of him, right? But then he starts to kind of whip it in gear. Like he's just getting ready. He's kind of tiring the guy out. And so then he gets his stance and then he gets the courage and then he gets into that state where he's winning, where he's a winner. And then he rises to the occasion. Rises to the occasion. Conquers it. And he is not the king of fools.